shows our daycare centers are not spreading coronavirus back home to adults.
Many daycares closed or parents afraid to take their children during this pandemic. Channel 2's Michael Seiden live now in Marietta with the steps daycares are taking, Michael, to keep workers and kids safe.
And George and Jovita, in the last 20 minutes, we've been talking to parents coming to pick up their kids, and they told us they have been so impressed with what they're doing here at Bells Ferry, taking safety measures like temperature checks before anybody enters the door. Also, they got this big machine. It's got sanitizer. They spray down all the classrooms after a long day. Now, tonight we are talking to local mothers who told us that this new study is giving them peace of mind about sending their kids back to daycare.
Everything came to a screaming halt. It's crazy. It was insanity.
Life got crazy for Anisha Perry, a Cobb County mother of 4 girls, when Georgia went into lockdown in March. She kept her 4-year-old Isabel out of Bells Ferry Learning Center until August.
We were talking with Bells Ferry, and they let us know some of the things that they had put in place, like just the simple of them putting the UV light inside the air system to clean out the air.
Shelby Dobson sent her 4-year-old son Axel back to Bells Ferry Learning Center after he attended her work's temporary daycare for 1 week.
You still have a little bit of nervousness in you, just sending him back?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because you're a mom. Only you feel like you can take care of your child the way you want your child to be taken care of. But I instilled a lot of trust in them, and I could see what they were doing. They were doing a lot of changes.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, buddy.
The daycare does curbside drop-off and checks the children's temperatures before letting them into the building, in addition to following CDC guidelines to prevent COVID-19. Owner Sharon Foster worked with the Georgia Department of Public Health and deep cleaned the classrooms.
The good news is that no one else contracted the virus. It was only the one child and his parent. That tells me that it came from outside of our center because no one else in our environment got sick.
A new Yale University study looked at 57,000 child care providers in Georgia and across the country.
We found no relationship whatsoever between attending a child care program as an adult working there and your risk of getting COVID-19.
Good news for moms.
It was like an elephant was off my chest. Knowing my child was not going to be as in danger per se.
And daycare owners.
It was great news for us as child care providers. We're well trained in infectious disease control, and we stepped up our game when the pandemic hit.
While daycares are a success story, Professor Walter Gillum, who led the study, says there are key differences between them and grade K through 12 schools.
In a child care program, a small group of children come in, and then they stay with pretty much the same adult all day long in the same group.
But in middle and high schools, students move around a lot. Sharon Foster says right now in Georgia, 1,000 out of roughly 4,000 daycares are still closed. So if you're looking for childcare,
and choose childcare that is licensed, that is regulated, that is following the COVID recommended guidelines in your community.
For Anisha, this study brings peace of mind.
I felt a little bit relieved because I was like, okay, so the kids will be all right. That's the biggest thing. The kids will be all right. The kids are okay.
And Channel 2's Michael Seiden joining us live now again. First of all, fascinating look at this whole back and forth, Michael. Do the researchers know what specifically daycares are doing that's working so well to prevent the virus from spreading back home?
Hey, George, that is a great question, and that's exactly what they're trying to determine right now. Is it the smaller classes? Is it the hand washing? Is it disinfecting the classrooms? That professor and researcher, Gillum, he said that is what they're studying right now. They should have some results within the next month or two, and as soon as those become available, we'll bring them to you.
All right, Michael Seiden, thanks so much.